The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Park Ji-sung. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cafu. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Lille finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Van Basten. There's the shot! Goal! Lille! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Lille grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And here's Suarez. Neymar picks it up out wide. It's a good... Tries a shot! And one more try! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably...
Real chance! That's really well manoeuvred. Pinches it off him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has been cut short. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's straight offside. Good ball over the top. It's a mighty effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Pull it. Rummenigge. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Park Ji-sung. Looking for the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. Van Basten. He's played it long. Played back into the centre. Park Ji-sung. And the shot! Oh, brilliant from Park Ji-sung! About as smooth as it gets. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Can he spark a counter here?
Has been
Neymar
indicated.
looking to run onto it. He's got away. Lewis, straight chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. And that'll be the final action of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Lille do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Out towards the flank. Takes a shot! There's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's De Bruyne. That's a shade optimistic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Neymar. Luis Suarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Gullit, and this is Van Basten. De Bruyne. Now it's Luis Suarez. Neymar. Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. That has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, shooting chance! Good strike, quite an alarm. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Roberto Carlos with the short.
Decent chance!
That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 11, Neymar. Number 2, Cafu.
And he's being shifted off
Coming on
it.
the field, number 7.
Tries to play it through.
Son Heung-min.
Ferdinand gets
Number
across to
13,
intercept that.
Park Ji-sung.
Good looking ball.
Number 8, Iniesta.
Lille finding their passes. Lille still have the cards to affect this game. Now there's a fine ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Pullet is behind this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man.
Pullet has another go.
Oh, denied brilliantly. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe! It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And the counter is on. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Hullet. Adams does... Could be danger here! And he's running through. Chance! Goal! Nil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
He's one-on-one, and he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Another chance from a corner. Lille have their second corner now.
Lille really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's a nicely shaped ball. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lille moments now away from seeing this one out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Van Basten. Back into the middle. Shot and goal!
Added time.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Ferdinand. Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Now it's Van Basten. Hullet. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Lille have won it by sheer force of character, as winning teams do. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on... Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was...
Van Basten finds himself offside. It's Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Rummenigge, well read, nice interception. Ferdinand. Vieira. Maldini. And it's Neymar. Seedorf. Now Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge. And it's Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And now the breakaway. Pullet. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kukçu is the team's great visionary.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Vieira gets across to intercept that. Stood up well to him there.
Lille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Kukçu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. That's Park Ji-sung. Threads one in. And that is expertly dealt with. Kukçu. That has been cut short. Rummenigge. Rummenigge has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zanetti. Araujo. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always...
Bullet! Oh, he's been caught napping, and it's come back out to him. Oh, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, nice touch. And it's Seedorf. Good ball, good take. Park Ji-sung going full tilt down the left. Pass somewhat off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Out to the left it goes. Van Basten. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Luis Suarez. Now it's Seedorf. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Gullit is herring after that one. Rummenigge. Now, can they get him away? And the first 45 minutes are up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Changement.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that was very necessary. And it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super! There's the shot! Dispatched clinically. Lille are all square. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And yes, it's him again.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Shoots! Goal! Nil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part.
Gullit gets through on his own. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Lille go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That has not gone well. And this is Inzaghi. Messi. Gets his head on it! Goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's a sharp pass. Solot chasing after it. Lille perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pedri. Inzaghi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Driving forward. Pedri. And this is Inzaghi. No foul, says the referee.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Lille take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer. No, he's seen through all of that. Mbappe, that's been slipped through. And this is Hullet. Brilliantly cut out. Yeah. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Solot. Now it's Inzaghi. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Spread out to the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Inzaghi. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that will be the final act. Lille have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Van Basten claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for great viewing.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Lille are on the cusp. A point will do it, but they've only got one opportunity to haul themselves over the line here. Lose now, and it's all over. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Lille cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, such a clever touch. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Gullit was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed to get free.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozor of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
And it's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Chooses to go back. Beckenbauer. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Gullit. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. Piqué calmly anticipates. Rosicky. And it's Rosicky.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Spread neatly. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Van Basten, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. Makaleli. And it's Hazard. And Hazard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Rosicky. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rosicky stood his ground strongly. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer threads one in. Park Ji-sung looking to get on the end of this. And this is Van Basten! And another try! Goal! Nil! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Lille have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Big chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Lille are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Thuram. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that's another good win of the ball. And that's gone loose. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's Park Ji-soo. Rice. Roberto Carlos. Rice. And it's Azar. For Rosicki, that's a good ball out wide. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Pullet is herring after that one. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Lille sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Invitiamo tutti I tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Here we go again then. Makaleli. Lille come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Mbappe is... Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rosicki. And it's Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rice. And it's Makaleli. Time and again they are repelled.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Basten. He's from Van Basten! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Lille find a position of real strength now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Azar. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lille still have the cards to affect this game. Rice. And the pass is intercepted. It's a good run down the right. And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Big chance! Azar. Thuram. And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Beckenbauer, looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! Great football, shot and save. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Now that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Rummenigge. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Ernest. Messi. Morocco finding their passes. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Hullet. Pinches it off him. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Maldini. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Lille still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Basten shapes to shoot! Morocco trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball.
And the shot! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Lille are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's tidy. Rijkaard. Lovely bit of skill. And Messi! Pull it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. Bale could try cutting inside here. Vieira deals with that comfortably. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Park Ji-sung. He has found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Lille can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Dembele, real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Dembele is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vieira tries to clear. And it's Bale. He's on it, can he get away? Bale. Bale's cross. Vieira going vertical. Rummenigge is onto this. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Dembele. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's their second corner of the game. Park Ji-sung getting this one clear. Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hullet. Shot, surely! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Lille leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Lille carrying a one-goal lead. Lille come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Yamal. Nice control. Plenty to aim at here. And this is Hullet. Hullet! And he's hit it long. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Yamal takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal goes steaming forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Shoots! No mistake! They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, and it's been given away. Lovely ball and a real shot at goal! Goal! Morocco! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Morocco get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
The defence opting here for strength and the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Rummenigge clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Morocco have their third corner. That is decidedly lacking. Park Ji-sung looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Rummenigge tries to play it through. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, this looks sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Hullet. Lille looking to pass their way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, what has happened here? It is a corner.
Changement en cours.
Time for a change in personnel.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Nedved. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Nedved can so cleverly... Chance for a shot! It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Nedved. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely aimed pass. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's in space and looking for options. Hangs in a cross. Oh, and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And there goes the final whistle. Lille can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, it's Dembele. That is a brilliant interception. Van Basten. It's a searching pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pullet might just make this. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, it's Van Basten. Vieira. Dembele. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? Has another go! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Lille really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Park Ji-sung. The ball has bounced loose now.
That's good play from him.
And this is Dembele. Dumfries. They get a throw in. Dumfries with the delivery. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Dumfries clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence the decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Rummenigge really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Dembele. Bellingham, distributed tidily. Fired deep towards the back post. Beckenbauer. Rummenigge. Chance here to counter. And this is Park Ji-sung. And he's on his way! Big chance! Off the post! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Bullet looking to add to his goal.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And they can counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, played right into his path. And the counter is on. Dumfries. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Dumfries with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Bellingham. Maldini. Oh, can he get onto this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten. Park Ji-sung is always looking to break lines. Nice sequence of passes this. Great ball and he's in here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lille still this single goal behind. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Bellingham. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He rises! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bellingham. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that was vital. Rummenigge. Well, that pass isn't the best. Look at the space here. Played out wide. Very nicely done. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. Deep cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Beckenbauer. It's Park Ji-sung. And it's Van Basten. That's Park Ji-sung. One ball by the goalkeeper. Could move up a gear here. Thuram. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. Rijkaard. Bellingham. He can run onto that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
He's having a shot!
Rummenigge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Some resolute defending there. Bellingham. Vieira. Out towards the flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Nice looking ball. Lille can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than
Now
that.
he's off and running. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Great defending, strong and determined. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's a sharp pass. Well, that's well seen too. Van der Ven plays it long. And here's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Dembele. Knocks it out wide. Dumfries. Lovely feet. Nicely weighted ball. Dumfries. Big header! And with that, the final whistle. Lille perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. And this is... It's Neymar! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's in on goal, and he shoots!
Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And this is Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pressure coming in from all directions. It's Park Ji-suk. Neymar. Barcelona could counter here. Lahm. Now it's Hullet. Pelé. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Ferdinand, played out to the left flank. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hullet. And that's a dangerous ball.
Big chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hullet attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he
Goes for a shot!
he's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Can he get on the end of this? Thinks about... Oh, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Lahm. Oh, that is a nice touch. Vieira wins the duel this time. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pelé.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Hullet. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Decent chance!
Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Lille are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter.
And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bergomi. Tomiyasu makes the interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gullit tries a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lille are... It's not an especially good pass, that. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard. And here's Gullit. Now it's Van Basten. Gullit. Lahm. Pele chips it through. Oh, sweet feet. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball. How very smart. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. That has ended up in no man's land. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Kubo. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Basten. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rummenigge is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. Park Ji-sung duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Lille have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso charging forward, the ball at his feet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, good spread. Now it's Kubo. Xavi Alonso. Back into the middle. And that's been intercepted. Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Xavi Alonso. Chance here to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's free, he has got space. Somewhat off target. Now the diving header! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job he trusted his instincts.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. João Cancelo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Now this could be a... Bellingham! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Van Basten. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, just skips past his... He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
João Cancelo. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Rummenigge. Beckenbauer. Now it's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Park Ji-sung. And this is Van Basten. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Xavi Alonso. Passing nice and neat. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Hullet. Lille have got it back and they'll have another go. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Good ball, good take. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robertson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
Oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 2 then. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Opts for safety. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Decent chance! And he's following up! It's a goal!
And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And when the manager calls, shapes to shoot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought...
Mbappe, and the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
He's having a go!
Kubo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending. There's the shot! He's got a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 10.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Camisa 5.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a good ball out wide. Elects to cross. Rijkaard. That's Park Ji-sung. Knocks it into space. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chouameni. Nakata. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he finish?
5 minutos de acréscimo.
Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham attempts a clearance, and it's Rijkaard. Oh, he's been caught napping! Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has not gone well. 5 minutes to add. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pull it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Lille played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promising. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Pull it.
Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chance for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Van Basten. Vitinha. Now it's Hullet. Looking for the run. He's only too happy to take... He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he thumps it clear. And it's Vitinha. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Hullet. Pinches it off him. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Chance, surely! Cruyff! That is beyond words!
He's got himself an absolute peach.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's an excellent interception.
Lille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rummenigge. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Hullet. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, that was vital.
Great chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's picked his way through. Cruyff. Bergkamp. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruyff. Rummenigge. Now Mbappe. And he plays one through. Gullit. Can he finish? They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Gullit. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gullit actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. And this is Gullit. And he was alert to it. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
Temps additionnel,
Araujo.
3 minutes.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Park Ji-sung tries making a foray down the right. Oh, well played, well played. Vitinha. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Lille are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to know.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Gullit. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Gullit. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Gullit. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bellingham. Bellingham goes steaming forward. And it's Vitinha. Now Mbappe. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Gullit. Gullit. Good, strong midfield running here. Cruyff! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He is through here. And he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Araujo is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Rummenigge powering forward here. Vitinha. Bellingham. And here's Gullit. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bergomi. And Araujo, Vitinha, and that is a little undercooked. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Vieira. And here's Hullet, tries to play it through. And this is Van Basten, it's Van Basten!
And again the keeper stands strong.
Attention, changement.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Takes a shot!
And he's really put himself on the line here. They're up to 5 corners now. Thuram clears it away. And he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge looks to get on the end of this. Vitinha, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Lille really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that was nowhere near his best. Vieira. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rummenigge, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge, he's through, now is he in? And back. Can he finish? Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rummenigge. Vitinha. Here's Vieira. Vitinha.
Temps additionnel.
Good ball, good
Une minute.
take. Oh, well played. Van Basten. So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
and
yet to kick
welcome to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Lille.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get on the end of this? Gnabry plays it, terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who can make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his full...
Haaland shapes to shoot! Goal by Leverkusen! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lille are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He has found the way through.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lille have the chance to go the other way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. First quarter of an hour gone. Ambitious ball here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Goes for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Oh, can he get onto this? Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! He's scored! Lille are all square. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Lille grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice interception, well timed. And they can counter here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, what a climb! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Hullet chasing after it. Rummenigge. Beckenbauer. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's going to go a long way. Haaland. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Looking for the run. Now it's Gnabry. Ibrahimovic. Can he latch on to this? Out of play for a goal kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gnabry. Cross into the box. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left flank. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Vieira cuts out the pass. Gullit is onto it in a flash. And it's Gnabry. That ball looks a good one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rummenigge. And it's Van Basten. Now Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Here's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more...
Up he goes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cleared without complication. Lovely bit of skill. Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Park Ji-sung is always looking to break lines. Park Ji-sung in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Decent chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Gnabry with the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good-looking delivery. Beckenbauer.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely spread. Now it's Gnabry. Rijkaard. And here's Gullit. Great vision. Thinks about the shot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Lille really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Thuram wins the duel this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. Ibrahimovic! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Bayer Leverkusen really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And this is Hullet. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Hullet. It's Park Ji-sung. And the through ball. Rijkaard. Lovely, now then.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Lille really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency that...
And a chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Lille are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge. And here's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Park Ji-sung. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary...